Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of December 20th through 26th of 2021. First of all, let me just say Merry Christmas to you. And, I really hope that this Christmas and the coming year bring you absolutely everything that, to live up to your biggest fantasy about this season and how you want it to be and how it can be. I hope you're surrounded by all the people you love and that love you, and that you have amazing food and great fellowship, great connections with everyone. That's my wish for you. Okay, so we have most of the cards out here from your angels for your reading for this week, this Christmas week. So let's see. There it is. The last card needed for this reading. Okay. Excuse me. Now, of course, just because I'm starting the reading, then I'm going to get croaky. I don't think... Well, maybe it has to do with your reading. I don't really think so at this point. I've had a croaky throat. I had a little touch of a cold last week, and so I'm still hanging on to this little thing. Okay, your angels want you to rest. This is a week, with usually less work than before, than otherwise, right? There's a few days off, some stat holidays, that kind of thing. Even amongst all the festivities, take time to rest. Sleep in, go have a nap, have some meditation time, some calm time, and take some deep breaths and just let yourself recoup a little bit, rejuvenate. You kind of got worn out a little bit. You don't want to get sick. You just want to stay, rested and healthy, eat some really good food, and don't work too hard right now. You need a break. Okay. Now, there's something here that I can't quite remember, but there's something in your last time reading or the time before that said it was time to finish that up and keep going. And this is saying the same thing. So something to walk away from. There's some, they're not giving me specifics because this is a group reading, right? It could be just the whole gamut of everything. It could be work related, could be home related, could be, career, could be house, could be vehicle, whatever, right? Could be just about anything. Whatever it is, think that through. Something that that makes you, for heaven's sakes, right? Just makes you frustrated, makes you shake your head. It's time to walk away from that, whatever that might be. And there is something on the horizon, kind of to replace it, but not really. I mean, it makes space when you're no longer having this frustration. That makes space for better things to come in, and that thing isn't waiting in the wings. It's not ready quite yet, but that's okay. It gives you some time in between to just be. To recoup, to rest some more, to understand your full self, who you are, what you want. That's the thing. It's like you have what you thought you wanted, and now you're too tired or something to enjoy it. Does that resonate with you? That's how that feels. You do want it. It's just hard. Okay. Some part of that is no longer serving you. Used to fit you really well. It's time to walk away from it. Okay. If you don't know, if it's something that you just can't imagine being without, then the first thing to do would be to sit and imagine what exactly you want. and really bring that to you, really bring it to life. And that way, when that comes to you, you're free to walk away from this. For example, if this is a job, financially, maybe you can't walk away or you feel you can't, right? So imagine what would replace that income, or, how much do you need in order to be able to walk away from this? Those kinds of things. It's not really, if it's a new job you want, then definitely imagine in detail as much as you can, whether, maybe not necessarily what the job is, but how fulfilled you feel doing it, and what your bank account looks like after a month's worth of wages and expenses, right? Like, so that you have lots left over at the end of the month, that kind of thing. And then allow that to come to you so that you can walk away. Okay. And in the same energy is breaking free. Like, are you feeling trapped? Are you feeling like now you're stuck somewhere? That you can't see a way to get out of it because you're being depended upon to do this by yourself, by other people maybe. Kind of the same thing. Really bring to life the imagining, the feeling, the amazingness of what you want, so that it can come to you, it can be created and be yours, so that you can break free of this. Make that imagining more real to you than this is, and it will be so joyous and so comfortable and easy and fun that you won't even want whatever this is anymore that's got you stuck. Because that's, I think, part of what's got you stuck. It feels like you're doing whatever you're stuck in. It's like you kind of still like it, or it would really disrupt things if you walked away from it. For who? Who would it disrupt things for? If the answer is you, well, are you willing to recreate that part of your life? Is it worth it? That's up to you to decide, right? If it's somebody else who would be disrupted, they don't really get a say, in a lot of ways. Unless they're your young children who are dependent upon you, other people don't really get a say in what you do to fulfill yourself. They kind of do. We all have these, connections and relationships, and we're all interwoven. And we are conscious, of course, of our effect and of our actions and stuff on the people around us. But if there's somebody who's, just used to you providing that for them, well, have a chat and say, I'm sorry, I won't be able to provide that anymore because I'm changing that in my life. And break free and go change it as soon as your new manifestation comes to fruition. Okay. All right. And it says winter. So, pretty much now for the next 3 months. The answers to your prayers and affirmations are fully realized in the winter months. Everything comes to you during the winter. This winter. I mean, of these things. It's not like for the whole rest of your life, everything only comes to you in winter. That's not it. It's that for right now, this thing that you've been trying to manifest will be fully realized during the winter. So very soon, within the next 3 months, you can look forward to that. Okay. All right. Now, there is a very helpful person around you, probably more than one. And you can talk to this person. You can get ideas from this person. You can laugh with this person. This person kind of is, sort of a leader, but not really the way we're thinking of that. just they're, I think, demonstrating how you can move forward a different way that you hadn't thought of before, or you just don't know how. Maybe you thought of it, but you don't know how to do it. There's somebody like that who can assist you along the way, and maybe more than one people like that. Yeah, they're just showing me, in several aspects of your life, there are helpful people around. Great. You don't have to do any of this alone. That is so awesome. You have somebody who is kind of always on your side, and they're definitely there. They're showing me, you going forward kind of on a path, but at the same time you're reluctant. It's like your feet are kind of just shuffling. You're not really striding. And that person is piling up stuff behind you to nudge you along. It's not forceful. It's not injurious in any way. It is encouraging, making it so that you can't go backwards, even though sometimes that's just what you want to do. Right? That person is always there. Always, it's like if you get tired, you can lean back upon this cushion that they're providing for you, behind you, that they're piling up. It's very nice. It's very nice. That person is sometimes not impatient exactly, but they're like, really, dude? Like, you're still contemplating this? Like, get up, move on already. What's your hold up? And sometimes that is their attitude. You can still feel free to just do things how you do them. That person can be that way if they want to be. But that's fine. You can be how you are. Right? Okay. All right. And all of this is combining to help you heal. Yes. So, standing for yourself, being assertive, feels like it's, for some of you, this is not a natural thing. You don't enjoy being assertive. And you don't really have to enjoy it, but you do have to do it. And in time, you will come to understand that being assertive is a good thing. That the people around you who you're trying to deal with like it. It helps them because that way they know where you stand. They know that you will look after yourself. Therefore, they don't have to be cautious around you to make sure that they're not treading upon you. It is very comforting for other people to know that you are assertive enough to look after yourself. Right? It's unfamiliar to you, to some of you. Some of you are really good at this. It doesn't really feel like there's very many Cancers who are like on the high side of that, like the aggressive side. Not usually, right? You have to really be pushed before you'd be like that. But there's quite a lot of you, I think, that have trouble being assertive. It's like you've been taught that you should always go last, or you are just always the support person instead of the main event, and this healing is coming to you. It has been for quite a while. It feels like you've been progressing in this for quite some time. You might be out of practice though. And so you'll get there. You are getting there. And you are healing. This is you, the healer, healing yourself. Okay, it's beautiful. All right. Okay, so we have the daily guidance cards. Let's grab one last piece of wisdom from your beautiful angels. See what other thing that they want you to know. And, it'll come out in a minute whenever it's ready. There it is. Okay. The ocean. The ocean. The deep blue sea speaks to your soul, healing and soothing you. Even the act of imagining yourself dipping into its healing water womb brings about desirable effects. Even imagining it brings about desirable effects. Beautiful. Better yet, spend time physically near the ocean. Allow its power and beauty to wash away all cares and concerns. Failing ocean water, if you're not near an ocean, a lake, a river, or the shower or bathtub. Any kind of running water will do it, although, treated city water probably isn't going to do the same. But flowing water produces negative ions in the air, which cleanses the air, which really uplifts us. And so, do what you can. You could drink, put sea salt in your water when you drink it. That would be a good thing. Also, maybe take some kelp. That's where it comes from, is the ocean. And sometimes that's what you're needing when you get in that water. Okay. All right. This is a very, very healing week for you. Cancer, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much. And I love you. And have a beautiful Christmas. And I will see you next week.